This video is going to look at the My Categories tab found within the territory card. Now, My Categories will allow you to report on competitive information as well as your own portfolio based on the categories. By selecting your columns drop-down option, you'll notice that you are able to select multiple time periods as well as reporting on sales per period last year as well as sales per period this year. To make your selections, simply place a check mark, or to remove what's there, simply click on the check mark to have it removed. Now, in addition to your column selection, you can select the way in which the data is grouped. So in this case, we are currently grouping the data by category. If you wanted to group it by agent, by supplier, simply make the change and then click on refresh. We also have the ability to select what we would like to appear in terms of our measurement types: actual cases, 9-liter cases, or dollar sales. Now, depending on your portfolio, again, you can make your selections for your segments, related categories, and subcategories. You can further narrow down your report for suppliers and brands as well as product types and different account types. So you'll notice here that the default is LCBO stores, but depending on the types of accounts that you're calling on, you can make the selection change there, and you will see that according to the account type, you will have various banners to choose from as well. So once you've made your selections, simply click on the refresh option to refresh your report. Now you'll notice in this report we have our column headers for sales reported last year, this year, as well as the variance. And here, because we're grouping by categories, we can see all of the categories within your territory. So market sales would be for the entire industry, and then you will see your individual company performance for the given category. Now you'll note that to the left of your category, we see a blue highlights under the code column. That means we can further drill down on the report. So if you were to click on your code, this will open up a new window for the relevant category. So in this case, we're selecting Chile Reds, and this will see now the actual category at the SKU level. Your individual portfolio will be highlighted in bold, and the competitive products will also be here as well. So this is where you can use the actual report to see competitive insights where the data is available. So you'll note that you have the ability to, again, further customize the report based on your column headers, and you can also drag and drop so that you can further rearrange the data. So by looking at our agent column, if I were to drag and drop it to the top, you'll notice that I can now filter and my results according to my agent. So right now, I have the option to select all, or I can select one of the agents, and now I have a specific report where I can see a competitor's brands very easily by just using my filtering options. So to bring that back into the report, I can simply drag and drop it there, and you can see that we have now the report grid in detail. So we can do that by selecting any of the column headers. Now this report, again, you can see that we have filtering options as well as magnifying glasses. So this will allow us to further select our report grid based on ways to narrow down. So if we wanted to look at a certain price point, we can simply scroll down and look at a given price point, place a check mark, click OK, and you can now see that within a certain price point, we will now have various brands accessible to us. To get back all the results, simply place select all. If we wanted to look at a specific agent and not drag and drop, we can just simply start typing in the agent name, and then you will see that we have now narrowed our report to a specific agent name. So this is how you can further get additional competitive insight at SKU level by going into your My Categories tab and drilling down on the category code. Now, similarly on this report, we can use the column headers in the same way. So we can then filter according to what we have on our report or type in our keyword and it will narrow down the report according to what we're typing in here. We can also have that drag and drop functionality where if we wanted to create additional ways of modifying the data grid, we can simply drag and drop column headers into the report grid, and now it's going to rearrange our reports according to how we want to see it. So using your selections, you can make the changes here, and if you want to get it back into the report, simply drag and drop, and then you have the report category column back into the report. Within ezfocus, you'll notice that we have our Excel button. So in order for us to export the data in Excel, all we need to do is simply click on the button and then we'll get the download option and we can save our Excel report locally and we make modifications on the Excel report if we wanted to. So in summary, my categories options will give you category level reporting. By drilling down onto the category, you will see your competitive brands within a category for your specific territory.